Good morning, students. This is your science master. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get new notifications. In this video, I have listed a few important MCQ regarding the topic metals and non-metals. Here are the questions. The process in which the carbonate ore is heated strongly in the absence of air to convert it into metal oxide is called option A roasting, B reduction, C calcination, D smelting. Usually the carbonate ore is heated in absence of air. The correct answer is calcination. Roasting is done in presence of air for sulfide ores. Reduction, you know that it gains electron or hydrogen and there is a loss of oxygen. Smelting means simply heating or melting to get the metal from their ores. Okay, so therefore the correct answer is calcination. Oxides of moderately reactive metals like zinc, iron, nickel, tin, copper, etc. are reduced by using option A aluminum as a reducing agent, sodium as a reducing agent, carbon as a reducing agent, calcium as a reducing agent. So zinc, iron, nickel, tin, copper are moderately reactive metals. Therefore, the carbon is used as a reducing agent. Galvanization is the method of protecting iron from rusting by coating with a thin layer of option A gallium, aluminum, zinc and silver. So usually the zinc is used to avoid rusting of the iron. This method usually called galvanization. So the correct answer is zinc. Non-metals form covalent chlorides because one thing you remember, non-metals, first of all, they have a shortage of electrons. They can undergo reaction only by gaining electron or sharing their electrons with the other substances. Now check out the options. The option A, they can give electrons to chlorine. Option B, they can share electrons with the chlorine. They can give electrons to chlorine atoms to form chloride ions. Option D, they cannot share electrons with the chlorine atoms. The correct answer is option B. They can share electrons with a chlorine. Amalgam is an alloy of copper and tin, mercury, lead and tin, and option D, copper and zinc. Alloy means homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Here, the amalgam is an alloy of mercury. Which of the following pair will give displacement reactions? So, displacement reaction means what? A metal or the highly reactive metal displaces less reactive metal. This is the concept of displacement. Now we shall see the options. Option A, FeSO4 solution and copper metal. Option B, AgNO3 solution and copper metal. Option C, CuSO4 solution and silver. Option D, NaCl solution and copper metal. So among the given pair of solution and the metal, iron is more reactive than the copper. This option do not holds good. Copper sulfate solution and silver. Silver is a least reactive one. Option D, NaCl. Sodium is most reactive than the copper. Say copper could not displace the sodium. And silver is the least reactive that could not replace the copper. In option B, silver nitrate solution and copper metal is there. So copper is more reactive than the silver. Therefore, the copper can replace the Ag. And FeSO4 solution and copper metal. Copper is less reactive than the iron, so it can't displace. The correct answer is option B, that is AgNO3 solution and copper metal. The poorest conductor of heat among metals is option A, lead, B, mercury, C, calcium, D, sodium. So lead is the poorest conductor of heat among the given options. Which of the following non-metal is a lustrous? Sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen and iodine. Sulfur do not have a shiny surface. Oxygen, nitrogen are found in gaseous state, but iodine found in solid state, which shines. That is why the iodine have a lustrous property. The most abundant metal in the Earth's crust is option A, iron, aluminium, calcium and sodium. So iron is the most abundant Earth's crust. So you all know that. The option A is the correct answer. Which property of metal is used for making bells and strings of musical instruments like sitar and violin? Option A, sonorousness. Option B, malleability. Option D, ductility. Option D, conductivity. Malleability means when you beat a metal, it spreads like a plate. This property is called malleability. When you drag the metal, you can draw it into wire. This property is called ductility. And conductivity means which conducts electricity and heat. So the remaining option, that is option A, is a sonorousness. Sonorousness is the property of the metal which makes sound when dropped. So therefore the correct answer is option A. Which of the following is the correct arrangement of the given metals in ascending order of their reactivity? You know the reactivity series. So reactivity series can be grouped into most reactive, moderately reactive and least reactive. So in the given series, that is zinc, iron, magnesium, sodium is given. Sodium, magnesium, zinc are most reactive. So we have to arrange in the increasing order. That is options: zinc is greater than iron, is more reactive than the magnesium, and magnesium is more reactive than sodium. Option B, sodium is more reactive than magnesium. It is more reactive than iron, which is more reactive than the zinc. Option C, sodium is more reactive than zinc. Zinc is more reactive than magnesium. Magnesium is more reactive than iron. Option D, sodium is more reactive than the zinc. Magnesium is more reactive than the zinc. Zinc is more reactive than the iron. So here the correct option is option D, that is sodium, magnesium, zinc and iron. The highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, etc. are extracted by sodium, potassium, magnesium are most reactive. Most reactive metals can be extracted by means of electrolysis process. Option A, electrolysis of their molten chloride. Option B, electrolysis of their molten oxides. Option C, reduction by aluminium. Option D, reduction by carbon. So only the reduction is done for moderately reactive metals. Here you have only two options, that is electrolysis of their molten chloride, electrolysis of their. The correct answer is option C, that is Al2O3. Amphoteric means the substance which react with the both acids as well as bases. So the correct answer is Al2O3, option C. The atomic number of an element X is 12. Which inert gas is nearest to X? For example, option A, helium, B, argon, C, neon, option D, krypton. So the element atomic number is 12. Here in the given options, helium, atomic number of helium is 2, argon is 18, neon is 10, krypton is 36. The nearest inert gas means that is argon. Thank you for watching my video, and in the next video which I am going to upload, I have some more important questions with respect to metals and non-metals. So please watch my videos which are helpful for your upcoming examination. Once again I say thank you.